Greetings, YouTube. So today we are getting into the fantasy realm. We're going to look at the Frazetta Girls Norseman, which is based on this artwork, I assume, from Frank Frazetta. So this is the figure. Let's take a quick look at the box. So the box here, you have the artwork like I showed before on the front. You also have some product shots on the back, all of his accessories, and a little bit of information. And then you also get a nice opening with a nice picture from whoever took this picture, but it's the figure just in action in a diorama. Looks great. So enough about the box. Let's have a look at the figure itself. So this is the Norseman, and he is like a Viking slash Asgardian type character, kind of generic. You really can use him for whatever you wanted, honestly. That's the beauty of this guy, is that he can just fit into any, universe, and he should fit just fine. He's a good size. He's not too small. He's not too big. And again, he's not really looking like anybody specific. He's just a badass from the Northlands. So here we have a look at it, and I'm pretty sure, I will grab him here in a second, but I'm pretty sure that this is the exact same body as Dark Wolf. So we will double check that here in a little bit, but here you see all the sculpt, musculature. He looks great. Okay, so yeah, you got the musculature, you got a nice necklace here. You have this helmet. It is removable. It's on a weird setup, so yes, that's what's under there. You got Old Man Norseman, and you can have Young Man Norseman. Just joking. This is, I'm assuming, the way that they could fit this helmet on over the hairpiece in the back is by not having hair at the top. So with the helmet on, it looks like this. If you take it off, these hair pieces are removable. Got a nice shield, got a loincloth with a little jewelry around it. And they did something kind of weird with the loincloths and stuff. So basically it's just not connected in the middle, which isn't really a big deal, but depending on how you're moving, your boy may be a little bit exposed. So there's that. Nice gauntlets. Shield looks awesome. And then you got your boots with the fur, as they say. Nice texture to the skin too. So yes, he looks great. Put your helmet on, sir. So as far as accessories go, he comes with, and like I said, the hair is detachable. So that hair that he has on right now, that is another accessory. But then you have a swept version, blown in the wind for the helmet, to go with the helmet. You have a full head or hair version that is swept. Then you have the regular hair down version, which is on this extra head, the screaming head. The helmet itself obviously is an accessory. You get another garment, just like the other one. You get another gauntlet. Now they only give you one of these, which I found kind of weird. I thought maybe they didn't pack mine right, but I looked at the accessories and they're on the back, and this is all you're supposed to get. I guess if you want to go asymmetrical, it's nice though. You get this harness or belt. You get two swords, the one he has in his hand, and then this one. And then you get a staff. And am I missing anything? Oh yeah, obviously a shield. Now, here's the other thing about him. All the accessories I showed you is a decent amount, but he really has even more because you could count this as an accessory because that's his other one. Both of the gauntlets come off and the necklace. So he's got quite a bit going for him. And actually, I think these little ankle parts come off too. Here's a quick look at that shield since I have it off of him now. Nice detail there. And on the back, beautiful. And then here's his other sword. All right, let's take a look at articulation. So for the articulation, I'm going to keep his helmet off because it only stays on with friction. And as I start moving him, he's obviously going to, lose it. So you get a little tilt there. Get a rotation, and there goes his hair as well. And this is, while I got that off there, let me show you how that connects. So there's that. And that is a ball joint in there, so he can look up a little bit. And he can look down. Obviously, when you have the hair on here, this is going to get hindered, but the swept hair probably is a little bit better. Arms can go up a decent amount. You have the ball in here for the deltoid. No bicep swivel. However, you do have a swivel at the elbow. You're single jointed, but you get farther than 90 degrees. Your regular wrists are on pegs, so you have the side to sides, and you have the verticals for the ones that need it. Diaphragm here. Pretty good crunch. Gappy, but still a good crunch. Both ways. Nothing at the waist because this is all one piece. Your legs go out like this. They're also on that ball and socket joint. So you can twist on that. Your knee is single jointed. You do get rotation at the knee. And then you get, I want to say that's a forward pin. Yeah, the forward facing pin. So basically like a Marvel Legend. And as far as forward and backwards, you got this. And not much there because his butt stops the leg from moving. But pretty good. So first off, let's look at Dark Wolf compared to the Norseman. And as I suspected, these are the same bodies. And that's not a bad thing, but just something to take note of. So obviously my Dark Wolf has been heavily customized. I switched out his fur loincloth, and I also gave him a custom head that I got from a guy that I buy heads off of on eBay. But yeah, so same body, different skin tone, and different head, obviously. So starting off with the most obvious fantasy lines, we got Mythic Legions over here, 1.0 body, and then Masterverse, this is the King Grayskull body. So Masterverse stuff, those guys are really tall. So he's taller than him, but it doesn't look, out of place. And the Mythic Legions guy, they're right about the same. Next up, we got Zesray Studios, Gladiator Trainee, and then Spiro Toys. Got the obligatory Captain America comparison and Kano from Mortal Kombat Storm Collectible. Some bigger Marvel Legends here. We got Hercules and the Thing. And of course, since he is the Norseman, we had to do this comparison with this freaking monster right here, the Allfather and Thor Odin's son. Okay, so while I was setting up these bigger dudes to compare with him, I was like, you know what? I made frost giants before. I made custom frost giants. Where are they? This was years ago. It probably was 4 years ago, 5 years ago. Couldn't find them. So looked for them, finally found them. And it took a while. They were buried. All right, so here we go with my frost giants. So these guys, I made them from the cheap hollow plastic Steppenwolf figure that came out when the Justice League came out a long time ago. Never got around to using them. I probably should rectify that because they actually look pretty good. And you know we had to do this comparison. So we got the Mezco King Conan here with the Norseman, and unfortunately this don't look right. It's just too small. It's such a good figure, but just too small to work into any of your fantasy stuff. Like, I don't think there's any fantasy stuff that he looks right with besides his own line, but there really isn't anyone else. There's just other Conans. Oh, wait a minute, they do got a death deal, so he might look good with him. But yeah, it's not where it's at. It just isn't. So I know people are probably thinking, maybe a Conan, Mezco Conan head sculpt to give me a better Conan, a taller, more, in scale with my stuff Conan. And not so much. It's probably, you'd have to work that head a whole lot more to get it to fit on there better, and the skin tones are a little off. All right, so final thoughts on the Norseman. This is a really good figure. It's excellent value at $70 for what you get. You get a figure, you get tons of accessories. It's a good deal. I'm thinking that, especially because he's not like a named character, he's not anyone specific, this is a customizer's dream. It's basically a blank body, and you can do what you want with it. So I'm thinking that that's probably what a lot of people are thinking of doing. I know it's what I was thinking of doing when I saw him. So let me know what you think. Like, comment, subscribe. Later.